Hello NBA fans, every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I'm counting on you to subscribe to the channel and leave your player trades in the NBA are frequent, and many of them change the course of a team. It's being suggested that the Lakers make a big trade and become title favorites. The Lakers trade Rui Hachimura, Dalton Netsch, and Jared Vanderbilt for Walker Kessler and Andrew Wiggins in a 3-team trade. The Los Angeles Lakers will be looking to win it all next season, but their current roster doesn't seem to be enough. With an outlook of improving their roster strength, we present a 3-team trade that would transform them into contenders. The Los Angeles Lakers only became active this offseason once the free agency market opened. When considering the kind of talent they managed to pick up, it would be safe to say that this approach paid off, to an extent. But this is not enough for them to be considered title contenders, especially in the West. There's plenty to like about the current Lakers roster. The distribution of talent, the depth, and even the age distribution indicate a balance across the board. Unfortunately, they are still lacking in star power and frontcourt depth when compared to some of the teams they will be going up against. LeBron James and Luka Doncic both perceive the upcoming season with a win-now mindset. To aid the Lakers' pursuit of a championship, we present a trade idea that would allow them to address their remaining concerns and form a roster capable of contending for the title. Here's how a 3-team deal could reshape their chances. Los Angeles Lakers receive Andrew Wiggins, Walker Kessler. Miami Heat receive Jared Vanderbilt, Dalton Knecht. Utah Jazz receive Rui Hachimura, 2031 first-round pick. A trade of this magnitude has major implications for each team involved. Let's take a close look at the impact it has on each team. Lakers strengthen title chances. This trade proposal was made to make the Lakers a more competitive side in the Western Conference. By acquiring Walker Kessler and Andrew Wiggins, the purple and gold may achieve this goal. Both Kessler and Wiggins have been closely linked to the Lakers in trade rumors this offseason. Although the deals didn't materialize due to shortcomings in the negotiations, should the purple and gold manage to complete these deals, they would undoubtedly be a contender. Acquiring Wiggins would be a huge boost to LA's starting rotation. As capable as Rui Hachimura is, the Heat forward brings a lot more to the table. His averages of 18.0 points and 4.5 rebounds make him a far more reliable scoring option. With James and Doncic on the floor, Wiggins could be the ideal third star. Along with his impressive two-way potential, Wiggins also has championship experience. This will be incredibly valuable when the Lakers mount a title charge in the postseason. The addition of Kessler gives a lot of depth to the team's big man rotation. Potentially coming in behind DeAndre Ayton, Kessler offers tremendous rebounding and rim protection. He also emerges as a flexible rotation option to preserve Ayton over the regular season. Kessler averaged 11.1 points, 12.2 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks per game in the 2024-25 season. As a young center with a lot of potential, the purple and gold would only benefit from giving him more playing time. Can the Lakers make it out of the West? Making it out of the Western Conference will be a challenge next season. With the Oklahoma City Thunder still at the top of the table, any team in the conference will have to go through them to make it to the finals. When also considering that teams such as the Denver Nuggets and the Los Angeles Clippers have become significantly stronger, the Lakers will have a difficult path ahead. A lot of the Lakers' success next season will be predicated on whether they continue to build upon their roster strength or not. Should they opt to do so and succeed, their chances will certainly improve. It is also evident that their superstar Luka Doncic has displayed a commitment to bringing a title to the city. With several fans expecting an MVP-caliber season from him, the purple and gold possess the tools to make it out of the West. Luka Doncic in championship shape according to NBA Insider. The Los Angeles Lakers' Luka Doncic surprised everyone by arriving with a toned body and ending speculation about his conditioning. According to NBA expert Jovan Buha, Doncic has a body suitable for a championship and might cause issues the next season. One of the biggest surprises this summer was the new-look Luka Doncic. The fans and detractors have always targeted the five-time All-Star for his conditioning, but they can no longer bully him for it. The Los Angeles Lakers star even graced the latest edition of the Men's Health magazine to show off his new bod. With his new look, there are new expectations for him ahead of the 2025-26 NBA season. League insider Jovan Buha said that Doncic is in championship shape, hinting at a revenge for what the Dallas Mavericks said about him after he was traded in the previous campaign. Doncic needs to stay conditioned, according to Buha. Everyone loves the new-look Doncic. However, Buha pointed out that it's more important for him to be in shape throughout the course of the regular season, not just a few weeks in the offseason. "I think he's in championship shape now," Buha said. "I think it worked." And obviously all the stuff that came out after the trade from the Dallas side and the different leaks and concerns that they had about him and his conditioning and whatnot. "This is revenge bod Luka. I think he looks great, and obviously he's got to keep this up into the season, and it's one thing to do this in late July, early August. But can he do this in November, February, and April?" Buha also said that the five-time All-Star looks ready to win his first regular season MVP due to how he's made the most of the summer. Several reports regarding the Mavericks' perception of Doncic's conditioning management were made public after he was traded to them. It was one of the reasons he was traded by the management, despite the team leading them into the NBA Finals just a few months before. Lakers reportedly monitoring buyout market to sign two-time All-Star. The Los Angeles Lakers' offseason roster-building project has yielded positive results. With the addition of players such as DeAndre Ayton and Marcus Smart, the Lakers have addressed two of their biggest concerns. However, with title contention being a priority, the purple and gold have reportedly been keeping an eye on Chicago Bulls big man Nikola Vucevic. Recent reports have suggested that the Lakers have been monitoring the situations of several teams, with the Bulls drawing particular attention due to their situation with Vucevic. Clutch Point's Anthony Irwin reported this when he wrote, "This does leave a few interesting free agents still, not even including eventual buyout candidates like Chicago's Nikola Vucevic. As they did with Smart, the Lakers are closely monitoring that situation." Vucevic's name has been frequently mentioned in recent reports. While the Bulls have been willing to trade him, there has been very little interest in potential negotiations. Due to the lack of trade interest in the two-time All-Star, reports claim that Chicago will consider mid-season buyout options, effectively making him a free agent at a pivotal point in the season. The lack of interest in Vucevic is quite surprising, primarily due to what he is capable of bringing to the table. Even at 34 years old, the Bulls center has proven to be a formidable big man, at least on the offensive end of the floor. His greatest asset has been his versatility. At 6 feet 10 inches, Vucevic possesses the skill set of a traditional center, while also having the shooting ability to space the floor like a modern-day big man. Last season, Vucevic was the primary offensive option in the Bulls' frontcourt. Shouldering the responsibility of scoring for his team, he put up impressive averages of 18.5 points and 10.1 rebounds, while shooting 53% from the field and 40.2% from three-point range. While a trade is possible, the Lakers would benefit more by acquiring him through a buyout, avoiding the need to give up valuable assets. Should the team succeed in signing him, they would undoubtedly strengthen their frontcourt depth. The Lakers' current big man rotation is headlined by Ayton. When considering Ayton's style of play and how it complements Luka Doncic, it is unlikely that he would be replaced by Vucevic in the starting rotation. In this regard, having the 34-year-old anchor the second unit as the primary scoring option would be a massive boost to the team. The Lakers' offseason efforts have undoubtedly helped the purple and gold create a more balanced roster, but they aren't necessarily good enough to be considered title contenders, especially given the depth of the Western Conference. This increases the need for additional moves, whether via trade or mid-season signings. The buyout market has presented an intriguing method for teams to acquire some extremely capable veterans at discounted prices, and the Lakers have made good use of it. The single challenge with completing this signing stems from the team's limited cap space. While a veteran minimum deal would still be possible, it may not be enough to sign Vucevic. Given his skill set, the Bulls' big man will find several suitors when he eventually becomes a free agent. Teams like the Golden State Warriors and the Detroit Pistons may present more tempting offers, owing to their available cap space. DeAndre Ayton has every reason to give the Lakers the best season of his career. Time to prove it, or lose it. If DeAndre Ayton does not get it right in Los Angeles, his days of big contracts and franchise expectations are likely over. This is the season that will define how he is viewed around the league, either as a serious, dependable center with real value or as another what-if in NBA history. DeAndre Ayton is officially out of excuses. The Los Angeles Lakers did not bring Ayton in just to patch a hole. They brought him in to be part of the solution. He is being given a real opportunity, a starting role, elite playmakers around him, and a spotlight few players ever get. It is on him now, there should be no more excuses. Ayton has all the tools. He has got size, touch, footwork, and a solid mid-range jumper. He can run the floor, catch lobs, protect the rim, and score with his back to the basket. In terms of raw ability, he absolutely has the skill set of a top 10 center in this league. But with Ayton, talent has never been the issue. Commitment and attitude have been the focal points. He showed real flashes during the Phoenix Suns' 2021 NBA Finals run. But ever since, his career has felt stuck and, frankly, disappointing. As a member of the Portland Trail Blazers last season, he put up 14.4 points and 10.2 rebounds. Respectable numbers, but ultimately empty. He was quiet on the floor and even quieter off it. There was no real presence, and that is what has to change. The Lakers are not going to wait around for him to figure it out. They need him ready now. With guys like Luka Doncic and LeBron James drawing attention, Ayton does not have to dominate. He just has to be reliable, consistent, and show some true heart day in and day out. Ayton is 27. This is his prime. If he shows up and delivers this season, he could position himself for a major contract in 2026, possibly the biggest of his career. But if he does not, he may be looking at minimum deals and backup roles for years to come. This is not just another chapter in his career, it is the turning point. The Lakers are giving him the best setup he has had since Phoenix. The question now is whether he wants it badly enough, and whether he is finally ready to fight for it. LeBron James causes stir with photos at facility of Lakers rival. LeBron James appears to be stirring the pot once again this offseason. In a post to his Instagram page on Thursday, the Los Angeles Lakers star James posted several photos of himself working out. However, it was the location of James' workout that really got people talking. James was at the team facility of the LA Clippers, the hated neighboring rivals of the Lakers. A large Clippers sign and team logo were even visible in the lead photo of James' post. Say whatever you want, but you damn sure won't be able to say I didn't put in the work. James wrote in his caption. We'll see what happens when I no longer exist. Man F this shhhhhh. Based on the dated logo, it appears that James was at the Clippers' old vacated facility in Playa Vista, California, rather than their current one in Inglewood, California. But that didn't cause any less of a frenzy on social media about James' latest, seemingly intentional, post. The 40-year-old James has become notorious over the years for his passive-aggressive behavior over social media. Hardly anything that James does is a coincidence, and he also made sure to pen curious posts about his former team, the Cleveland Cavaliers, earlier this offseason as well. We know that James is not exactly happy right now with the Lakers either, particularly as they look to phase him out to fully build around Luka Doncic. Reports earlier this month even indicated that James had gotten his feelings hurt by the Lakers. As for the Clippers, they have a few figures on their team who are extremely familiar to James, and they were also recently included on a list of the favorites to potentially acquire James in a trade. Though the actual feasibility of a trade for James by the Clippers is another story, it appears that they are the subject of James' latest provocative post, complete with a fiery caption as well. Lakers fans breathe sigh of relief after Brian Windhorst's latest comments on LeBron. His track record speaks for itself. At the beginning of the offseason, it seemed like there was a chance that LeBron James had already played his final game for the Los Angeles Lakers. He picked up his $52.6 million player option, but the statement released by his agent, Rich Paul, to ESPN made it sound like his client preferred to play elsewhere. Trade speculation swirled around LeBron. Fans wondered if another Cleveland reunion was in the cards. The Cavaliers couldn't make that trade, though, no matter how much LeBron might want to return to Ohio, if he even were open to that. After a few weeks of trade buzz, The Athletic reported that the Lakers and LeBron hadn't engaged in trade conversations, nor had there been talk of a buyout. Why would LA do that? On Friday's episode of Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective podcast, Windhorst said that he thinks LeBron will honor his remaining contract with the Lakers, something he's always done. The insider added that he believes the Lakers will win more than 40 games, a lot of which will rely on what LeBron does. For now, it seems increasingly likely that he'll remain in LA. Windy's LeBron prediction is what Lakers fans want to hear. Los Angeles is prioritizing future financial flexibility, but that doesn't mean the Lakers won't have a shot to win it all in 2026. Luka Doncic's offseason transformation can't be ignored, and LeBron is LeBron. The 40-year-old wants to make another championship run before retiring, whenever that may be, and it could happen in LA. The Lakers didn't make a major splash this summer, but they did make a series of signings that could work in their favor. DeAndre Ayton revitalizing his career would be major. The start of training camp is still about 2 months away, so a lot could happen between now and then with LeBron. However, the likelihood is that he'll still be in Los Angeles. If he hasn't pushed for a trade by now, it doesn't appear that it'll happen. The NBA is unpredictable, though. LeBron staying with the Lakers and boosting their odds of winning a title is the best-case scenario for the Lakers. A trade would be tough to make due to all the financial constraints, anyway. It's in LeBron's best interest to stay in LA, for more reasons than one. He might not like that the organization's attention shifted to Luka, but he, more than anyone, understands that the NBA is a business.